Yeah, there's a lot of ideas that came out of this study. One thing is for sure, we all know just how bad the roads are all across Metro Detroit, all across Michigan. But many experts we talked with say the longer this problem has gone on, and we're talking decades here, the fixes are just more and more expensive. The problem is worse than you thought, according to a new report that says Michigan is short nearly $4 billion annually to fix state roads and bridges. But who has that kind of money lying around?
I think that might be a little bull crap. I'm gonna be honest. $4 billion to fix the roads? Come on.
Does that blow your mind, that kind of a dollar amount?
I don't know where the money coming from or where it's gonna come from, but that's a lot of money. Hopefully they get it.
It would come from us, the taxpayers, in some way, shape, or form, depending on what state lawmakers do. That figure comes from the Michigan Transportation Infrastructure Needs and Funding Solutions report released by public sector consultants in Lansing. They looked at 5 ideas to raise the cash.
PSC was not asked to endorse a particular solution. Instead, we were asked to identify implementable ideas for policymakers to consider and then the cost to maintain.
The ideas are: 1, increase the motor fuels tax an additional 74 cents. 2, allow that tax to be assessed on a per dollar basis instead of per gallon. Increase the sales tax to cover transportation funding. Allow local governments to enact their own sales taxes.
Option 5 is to move to a vehicle mile travel, commonly called a VMT fee. This approach would allow for a fee to be assessed on a per mile basis.
We took the ideas to the people. Would you pay more in a gas tax?
I would. I definitely would, yes.
No, gas already high, man. Gas is going up and down every other day. So I don't think we should have to pay more, man.
Many experts who watch both the roads and the money in Michigan say this problem could have and should have been solved decades ago.
20 years ago, people were aghast when Governor Granholm proposed a 9-cent increase in the gas tax, which would have solved this problem. And then fast forward 10 years later, when we didn't solve the problem and voters rejected Governor Snyder's 1-cent increase in the sales tax. Now, that would have also solved the problem. Now, those costs have gone up.
Road industry experts say at this point, everything should be on the table to close the $4 billion gap, even if it means switching to toll roads.
When you look at that number, I think it's time to consider anything, because that's an extreme number and it's going to be difficult to get to. It's going to be painful to get to.
Meantime, MDOT a couple of months ago did put out a report saying that they reviewed the possibility of toll roads in Michigan and said that it could bring in $3 billion to maintain the roads. Of course, no one knows exactly what will happen, but one thing's for sure, state lawmakers, they have their hands full on this one. We're live in Southfield. Dave Kinchin on The Edge.
Yeah, Governor Whitmer promised to fix the damn roads, and she thought that perhaps she'd get the cooperation to make that happen. Right now, looking at the legislature in Lansing, is this an uphill battle?
Yeah, and the current governor has said that there's been decades of disinvestment that's gone into all of this. So definitely an uphill battle. But if you look through history, from what the analysts we spoke with tonight, they say that both parties really had a shot at getting this done once and for all. So we'll see what happens finally in all of this.